Haribol, my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today, we're going to be talking about the powerful, incredible, life changing November 2024, guys. And oh my God, do I have the tea for you? Because this month is coming with a bang, and it's definitely going to make massive ripple effects in our lives. Wow, I'm so excited to tell you all about it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and practitioner of the Vedic arts, as well as a spiritual coach. So if you are into the ancient yogi practices like yoga, bhakti, and as well as kirtan and Vedic astrology, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this incredible November 2024 has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to thank all my beautiful exclusive members here at Astral Motivation. Thank you so much for your support. It really means the world, and it makes the world of a difference here in Astral Motivation. Thank you so much, my beautiful lotuses. And we cannot wait for you to also become a lotus as well. You will get special showings, pre-showings of the videos that I have, as well as exclusive content and learning Vedic astrology. So if you want to know more about that, you can check it out in the description here below. You can find the link for more. Alrighty, guys, before we get to November, let's have a little recap, okay, of October. Wow. October was the final season of the eclipse season. It was the final eclipses of 2024. And it has definitely propelled us into a whole new direction, into a whole new phase of our lives. And this November is literally the beginning of that transformation, the beginning of that rising from the ashes, that phoenix that rises from the ashes. Like, this is a powerful, powerful, transformative month for all of us. Collectively, of course, we are having the elections. And so there's been a lot of things going on. And in October, we had a lot of shifts, a lot of changes that suddenly have happened. And we also started to get back into balance. The sun started to go into debilitation in the sign of Libra. And this has really urged us to start looking and healing into our relationships, to organize certain things in our lives, especially with the Virgo season as well. So October was really here to set the stage for this new upcoming 6 months. And of course, November being the first, we take the first step into this massive transformation that we are about to embark on. So November, why is November such a transformative month? Well, November is the month of Scorpio. It is a month of Diwali as well, where we have the festival of Diwali. And it is a time where at the beginning of the month, the veil between the invisible, the spiritual world, and the material world is really thin. This is the reason why we have Halloween at the end of October. And then we have Diwali, which is the darkest night of the whole year on November. So it has this really mystical quality to it, even though it's darker. This is also when we do our spiritual practices that we can shine even brighter. Okay, when a ghee lamp or any sort of candle is in the midst of a lot of darkness, it can illuminate even more. And that is what November is all about, because November has this mystical quality to it. It has this deep energy to it. The sun is going into debilitation. So there's a lot of humility that is coming in. Our pride is being purified. And then it goes into this energy of Scorpio. And Scorpio is a very deep, deep, intense sign. It is ruled by Mars. And it deals with this energy of intensity. And it's a fighting spirit, but it's not a physical fighting spirit. It is an inner fighting spirit, that we are able to fight our inner demons, fight our fears, fight the unknown, the invisibility, or the bewilderment. So Scorpio is truly the sage of the zodiac. It has this immense depth to it. and it's not afraid of transformation. It is not afraid of change. And this is one of the reasons why Scorpio energy is so powerful. So this is the perfect energy after this eclipse that is taking us into these energies of transformation, into having a little bit of humility entering into the heart so that we can have this massive transformation, and also being like we are being backed up by our spiritual army of well wishers from our ancestors all the way to God. So this is a very powerful time of transformation, guys, and life is urging for a change. Life is urging for a transformation. Life is urging for some sort of death to happen so that there could be a new beginning that can happen again. And of course, when I say death, I don't mean like a real death. This is metaphorically, of course. So it has this very potent, powerful, transformative energy. This is what November is bringing to all of us. So let's get a little bit deeper into November by getting into the chart so that we can truly understand the aspects and what it is that we can be attentive of, guys, because this is what astrology is all about. It is about, it's not that you don't have any will, is that you have the will to make the right choices. I am just here to give you the astral news of the month and how the stars are going to be panning out, and you can use this astral energy in your favor to help you advance, to help you get to the next level, or to help you, go with the flow instead of going against the current. So here we have the chart for the month of November. And one of the first things that I want to touch on is, of course, Mars debilitated in Cancer. And I already have a video on Mars debilitated in Cancer. Check it out in my channel if you haven't seen it. This is a very, very important, super, super, super important transit that it begins pretty much on this month of November. This month of November, we are going to be seeing a lot of powerful transformations happening with Mars, because it is going to be the time that we are going to be feeling somewhat our drive quite debilitated, because Mars deals with our drive, our moving forward, our ability to truly believe in ourselves and our ability to truly go for our dreams and aspirations. Mars is also going to be in this debilitation, which is going to really bring a lot of emotional instability, a lot of emotional impulsibility around the world collectively as well as individually. And we need this transit because here we really need to feel into something and we are ready to take action according to this feeling. But we need to keep our wits about us. We need to learn to control our emotions, and we need to learn to not let ourselves be held by all the emotions that happen. So this is the number one thing I want to bring up, because this month we are going to be feeling very sensitive, very emotional, very anger, like a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. And of course, this kind of lands like a cherry on top with all the situations that are happening around the world, of course, with the tensions with the leaders, as well as the elections that are going to be choosing a president of the United States for this month of November. If you would like to see what are my predictions for the United States, then I highly suggest that you go check out the video on the US predictions that I made at the beginning of the year, where I talk about how important this Mars transit is. So everybody, check out the video and see how this Mars transit is going to affect you, because that is going to be a big, big factor to the whole month of November. Then at the beginning, of course, of November, we have Diwali. We have the Festival of the Lights, and this is the darkest new moon out of the whole year. This is on November 1st and 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. So when it comes to this one, definitely go check out as well my channel. I already made a whole video on this new moon and how powerful it is for our spiritual advancement and how it is that you can use it. I also have horoscopes there, and you can definitely get a super duper forecast on this new moon. So check it out. So that is for November 2nd. And then on November 6th, we are going to be having Venus going into the sign of Sagittarius. And this is going to be very beneficial, because this is where we're going to get our optimism. Venus here will definitely bring a lot of optimism and a sense of adventure and a sense of having positivity and believing and having faith. So I will say that here Venus is really going to be helping us a lot. Traveling, going, having gurus or having teachers at this time, or getting closer to your coach or getting closer to your mentors, like the people that you can get wisdom from and the people that you can be devoted to. This could be an amazing time for really connecting with them in this transformation that you're going to be going through on this November. So Venus really here is helping us to keep things light and to not get so sentimental and to not get so deep about it. It's like keep it light, keep it optimistic, see the bright side of things, and understand that life is not against you, but it's for you. Venus here really turns into a lot of happy go lucky energy and it wants to have an adventure. So during this time, if you do want to travel, I see that this could be quite good. Or if you want to go and have an adventure or just kind of get out of the normal routines, go and have a new perspective. This is definitely a time where we are also polishing our beliefs and our faith. So I'm also seeing, and this has been happening around the world, of course, because we have Rahu in Pisces, more and more people are turning to God at this time, and they're really trying to shelter themselves before some chaotic thing happens. And everybody's feeling this chaotic thing like rising from the horizon. So yes, this is the time to take shelter, and Venus here will definitely propel us even more into finding this philosophy of life, into really finding our dharma, and into really having an optimistic outlook into life, and into believing that good things are going to happen for us and that everything is well in our world. So Venus here is definitely going to bring a lot of faith, and that is the good news. So Venus will be here for the rest of the month. Definitely hold on to that. You can turn on the Venus in your life by doing rituals, prayer, meditation, by having a gratitude journal can also help a lot during this whole month, and that will definitely keep the spirits up. Then on the 16th of November, we have the powerful full moon, which I already have a video on my channel. Definitely go check out that as well. And I will be doing a video, so subscribe so that you don't miss it. But this full moon is a very, very powerful full moon as well that is bringing massive purification in our lives. So again, the spiritual purification is still happening. Before the 16th, we have the sun in Libra debilitated. This is a time where I definitely suggest for everybody to take care of their health, to take care of their vitality, drink extra vitamin C, drink extra things that can boost your immunity, ginger shots, whatever. But the vitality is a little low. And this is the reason why during the sun going into Libra, we have the season of flus and we have all these things. It's because the vitality is also going down. So we have to keep it strong. We have to keep it up. The sun here, we need to keep that vitality strong, working out and eating well and keeping our immunity strong and up. So after the 16th, right at the time that this full moon is happening, we're also having the shift between Libra and Scorpio when the sun is transiting. So this is going to be a very powerful full moon because of that. Go check out the video because you will understand more on that. But this sun going into Scorpio is definitely going to feel like a boost of energy. We're going to feel that vitality once again. And we're going to really have a lot of resilience and almost this survival energy that is going to come through, this sort of boost of confidence. Now, we do need to see that the dispositor of Scorpio, and the dispositor is Mars, and it is debilitated. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting mixture here. The one thing that I will say is, again, the challenge will be in learning how to serve our emotions, the depths of ourselves. I could feel that this could even be a little bit of a dark night of the soul that we can be going through collectively and individually. With Mars going into Cancer, we are feeling very emotional. We're feeling like we're taking a lot of decisions according to our emotions. And our emotions, if we don't know how to control them, then this could really lead to a lot of chaos. So this is about equanimity. This is about learning how to choose your battles wisely and learn how to control your emotions and learn how to not be led by your anger. And then when the sun goes here, there's going to be like a lot of boost of survival, a lot of boost of going deep into the wound. And I mean, I have a lot of predictions here for this, but collectively, this could definitely be a time where people are just so fed up with their homeland situations around the world that this could really bring some emotional chaos. That's the nicest way I can put it. And individually, it can also, and I would love to hear what you guys think. Also, I would love to hear you guys in the comments. What do you guys think that's going on? How do you think this month is going to pan out in the world? Because there is definitely a little bit of a dark night of the soul that the US is going through, and that, if the US is going through this, then it's definitely going to affect the world at large. So I would love to hear your comments about all of this. But this is looking like the collective and the world is coming to its wits ends, and it's no longer withstanding this emotional abuse. And this could be the time where we really bring up this sense of survival in our lives, and we really want to fight, and we want to fight those darker forces. That is what Scorpio is all about: fighting those darker forces within ourselves, fighting those darker forces outside of ourselves, and doing the right thing, choosing the right thing. That's where the Venus is with the Sagittarius, helping us to stay righteous, and that is what feels really good as we go through this process. Now, and then, to top it all off, we are going to have Mercury retrograding in Scorpio right on the Gandanta point, which means the last degrees of Scorpio, which is where the planet is drowning. And that is going to be happening on the 26th of November. So this is also going to add more to the fire. Of course, the sun and Mercury is going to be combust because the sun is going to be very close to Mercury. Then it's going to start retrograding once again. And then also the dispositor of Scorpio is debilitated. So I do see that this could be quite the chaotic month, to be very honest. There's going to be a lot of emotional outbursts. There could be a lot of emotional confusion. There could be a lot of emotional manipulation, power struggles that could be happening collectively and personally. Now, what is my best advice for all of this? The best advice is that what it's trying to teach us is that we really need to start stepping into a spiritual maturity and emotional maturity so that we can handle these very strong um, testing times in the most graceful ways. And that is why Mercury is also going to be retrograding to help us go deeper and understand what it is that we need to overcome within ourselves to move forward. This is what Scorpio season is all about. It is about shadow work. It is about going deep within ourselves. It is about transformation. And it is about allowing yourself to transform into a better version of yourself. Take your power back and get this back for you. So that is going to be very powerful. Of course, as the sun and Mercury are having their thing going on in Scorpio, they're going to be opposite of Jupiter. And Jupiter here is what is really bringing us the wisdom. So Jupiter is saying, as long as you stay close to your values, you will be safe. Okay? And I do say, bad things happen in the world sometimes because the good people stay quiet. So here Jupiter is saying, don't be afraid to stand by your values. Don't be afraid to stand by what it is important to you. And if you have that as your baton, you will know exactly where to go in the massive changes and transformations that could be happening emotionally, mentally, physically, in all ways. So that is going to be our saving grace, our rock. Okay. And also, if you decide to really go into the spiritual path, maybe doing a spiritual trip, and maybe really doing a lot of meditation and prayer during this month, a lot of gratitude, that is going to be what is going to be the catalyst to help us really in this transformation, guys. If you resist the change, you may feel like life is jerking you around, forcing you for this change. So it is according to how you want to take it. But these are the energies that I see, guys. I would love to hear what are your predictions for this November, guys. What do you think is going to happen by the end of the month? I mean, where are we going to be? Wow. So that is going to be the general reading that I see for this month's period. It does look like it's going to be very, very powerful time. Now, let's go a little bit deeper into these understandings of this month by going into each individual sign. I suggest that you check your ascendant and your moon sign in order for you to get a full forecast of the energies that are working for you at this time. So let's see what we have. And we're going to, of course, get started with our beautiful Aries. Aries. I mean, we were just talking about the energies of Mars in the Cancer debilitated your planet. And I do suggest that you go check out the video of Mars debilitated, because there you're going to understand a lot more. This is going to be a really big transit for you. And it's really bringing a massive shift in your life when it comes to your home life. Something around, when it comes to your home life. Yes. Something around your home life, something around your parenting, home, family, mother. There's something going on here. And it's important. It really requires a lot of your attention. It requires for you to really be there and to make some sacrifices. This could also be taking you back into your childhood. This could also be taking you back into your childhood, back when you were a young kid, and you could have had some sort of emotional traumas or childhood traumas. If you have PTSD, like this, Mars is going to go deep into these things. And of course, having also Scorpio season happening around here, I mean, you are definitely going to be going through a massive shadow work time, to be honest, my beautiful Aries. And this is all helping you for a massive transformation that you're ready to experience. You are ready to have this massive transformation as you have been letting go of a lot of things that you are ready to let go of with Rahu in the 12th house. You've been ready to do all of these things. And so we are going to be having both the first Lord and the eighth Lord going into the 4th house with this Mars. So take the month of November to really see what it is that is affecting your home life. And face it, assume it. Don't run from it, don't resist it, don't blame it, don't judge it. Like, this is a time where there needs to be some humbling, and there needs to be some peacemaking that needs to happen in the home sector. Of course, maybe the peace doesn't happen until you have a really big fight. I don't know. But Aries, this is something where life is really telling you, like, where's your home? Where do you belong? Who's your family? And are they taken care of? These are the most important things of your life, Aries, because this is also the house of happiness. You cannot fully be happy if you have always been fighting with your family. Like, finally, peace and joy comes into the heart where you don't have any remorse or upsetness with any of your family members, and you can totally be at peace. Like, that really is contentment. So, my beautiful Aries, something here. I will also say, if there needs to be maybe changing homes, moving, getting a new place, buying a new car, renovating the house, doing feng shui, changing things around, painting the house. I mean, anything that deals with fixing things around the house could be the best way to channel this energy. But I would just say, be very cautious with getting into emotional fights with family members. This can really affect things. For my older people, for my older Aries, you may be going through a transformation where you need to reevaluate the way that you run your household, and the way that you run your parenting, and the way that you run your motherhood, and the way that you maybe relate with your family. This could be a massive transformation that is currently happening for you. And it could be bringing up a lot of stories from the childhood and from the past. So this is truly a new beginning for you. And all of this is happening because we are trying to bring more abundance and prosperity in your life. We're trying to really expand your self-confidence. And of course, in order to be able to get that material gain and that self-confidence, the internal work needs to be done. The internal shadow work needs to get taken care of. So this is the month for deep spirituality. I highly suggest that you do your spiritual practices. I also suggest that you get my candle of remove negativity and psychic attacks in my description below here in my shop. I believe that that could really help you in transmuting all these energies. Use it while you're praying. Use it while you're doing affirmations, while you're doing a gratitude journal, or when you're chanting, or when you're doing yoga. This could really help you to cleanse the energies of your home life. And if you would like to understand more the complexities of your family, the complexities of your childhood, why is it that this karmatically has been happening to you, then I highly suggest that you get a personal reading with me. Book one in the description here below. We can have a consultation where we go deep into all that understanding. So let's go a little bit more here. Let's try to understand. I'm going to pull an individual message here for you. The general message for Aries for November is in the winter time here. You're about to get exactly what it is that you want, and you're getting closer and closer to it at the end of this year. So everything that you've been wishing for is about to really reveal to you in the winter. So it's a timing thing for you. There's going to be some massive changes and shifts happening for you in winter for sure, especially December when Mars really starts going retrograde. This could be a very transformative time for you. And then in love, your best message, my beautiful Aries, in love when it comes to November is this could be the one. Some of you guys already know who it is that you really want to be with. Some of you guys may be dating someone right now that you feel like maybe this is the one. If you are confused, if you don't know, then I do suggest you get a consultation with me so we can go deeper into compatibility and see how good that is. But there's something here that is telling you is like you already have met, you already know the person you really want to be with. Stop going around everywhere. Make this work. And like, or if you already in this relationship, like this is the relationship to make it work. Okay, it's not that, oh, maybe I'm supposed to be with somebody else. Like, no, this is the one. And those of you who are single, there could be a very high chance that you already know who it is that you're meant to be with. When it comes to your money life for November, Aries, we have bountiful nature. Again, Rahu is in your 12th house, and life is saying, and also with Mars in the 4th, it would be good for you. I highly suggest that you start growing plants. Growing plants can really help you to see how money grows, how abundance grows, how there's prosperity everywhere, how when you plant your seeds, they will grow and they will give fruits. And I think you watching this is going to help you in this inner transformation at the same time. It will help you understand how it is that abundance and prosperity truly works, and how it's not just something that you force. No, it's something that it's a process, it's a timing thing. It grows like a plant. You grow like a plant. So this would really be good for you. Also getting closer to nature, being more with nature. This will also bring a lot of goodness in your life. And then your last message of spirituality for you, my beautiful Aries, for November is release unhealthy relationships. You're being triggered, Aries, because you have a relationship, or you're about to be in a relationship, or you're surrounded by people that are really digging at you, digging at these parts of yourself. It could even be family members. But life is ready to give you a new set of relationships that are healthier. And maybe it doesn't need to be a new relationship. It just needs to have a new set of patterns that are healthier, that you can release negative patterns that you're stuck on. And it doesn't matter if you change the person, the pattern ain't going to change. It's not according to the person. It's really a pattern that you may have. And so you are ready to release these unhealthy patterns, these unhealthy relationships, these three-way circles, you're the second option. Like, no, you deserve to be treasured, loved, and cherished as the number one. And if there's not a relationship like that, then you don't need to be in those relationships. Let go of those relationships that don't treasure you, so that you can really be available for those that really deserve you. Okay, those were your messages, my beautiful Aries. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And remember, these are general readings. Book a consultation with me today in the description here below. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for November 2024. And of course, this is going to be a powerful month for you. Novembers are always a time of a lot of relationships and a lot of connection with other people and your commitments. And so, because Scorpio is the one that rules your 7th house, so there's going to be a lot of things going on in your relationship house, your commitment house. This is a time to be focused maybe on your partner, if you do have a partner. If you don't have a partner, this is a time to open up to the world, to socialize. This is not a month to stay in. And with Venus, your dispositor, your planet is going to be in the 8th house in Sagittarius. So some of you guys are also going to be going through a massive transformation. I see a your relationship deepening. There could be maybe you guys are practicing divine sexuality, or there's like a lot of connection, a lot of intimacy that is deepening between the both of you. There could be also a lot of benefit coming from you from your partner at this time. You could be giving your partner very good luck as well. Believe it or not, your chart is blessing your partner at this time, so that is wonderful. For those of you who don't have a partner, maybe dating, I see that this could start getting a lot deeper. Maybe if you met somebody on this past month, and then if you're totally single, I mean, this is the moment. Go out, be out there, because this is the month where everybody wants to be your friend, everybody wants to be with you. Time to socialize. Go out there, let people know you. This is a fun time. I also see you getting more clients. I also see that maybe it's a great time to reconnect with business partners or to have more business partnerships. But nonetheless, socializing is the way. This is a time for you to really step up into your etiquette, into your socializing, because you could be getting some advancements here with this. So, with Venus in the eighth house, a lot of transformations, a lot of benefits from other people. Do not be afraid to ask for favors. Do not be afraid to receive from others, because it could easily be coming here from you to you. It could be coming from insurances. It could be coming from grants, from loans, from your spouse, or even from credit or other people's monies. But this is a time to allow yourself to be pampered by others. It's looking really, really nice. And this will deepen your trust for each other. Of course, we are also having, so the first lord is going into the eighth house. That is going to put you in a lot of transformation. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to go deep. I really suggest doing a lot of shadow work, maybe reading a lot, doing a lot of prayer, also doing a lot of journaling. Like going inside yourself and really digging deep can be something so amazing and transformative for you at this time, and it could really help you in ascension. So the first lord, we're going into the eighth, and we are also having the energies of the sixth lord going into the eighth. So I see that also you could be having massive transformations that are going to be coming from the way that you eat, from your health, from your daily life. Maybe some of you guys are completely changing your routines, changing the way that you eat, changing the way that what you drink. Maybe you're stopping smoking, you're stopping drinking. But there's something here that you are going to transform, and you're going to step on it on a daily basis. And there's also going to be a transformation with your health, where your health is going to become so much better. So there is a personal transformation, but also a very powerful physical healing transformation that could happen, as well as even your external world and your daily life could be going through some transformation and change as well. So that is looking really, really nice, my beautiful Tauruses. Of course, Mars is going to be debilitated in your third house, which is going to be something that you need to watch out for. You are going to be having more courage, which is great. The only thing that I will say is you need to be very careful that you don't speak emotionally, angrily to people. Okay. Oh my God. And as I say that, you get emotional healing. That is what's happening this month for you, Taurus. You are going through emotional healing. And Mars here, if you're not careful and if you're not controlling yourself, you may end up just speaking out of anger, speaking out of emotionality, and then you end up regretting what you said. So be very cautious with this. But you are going through an emotional healing, especially healing of the throat and of the heart chakra. This is going to be very, very beneficial for you, my beautiful Taurus, and is definitely going to bring a lot of lightness. I would say for you, you would definitely benefit from getting the attracting love candle. This candle, blessed by Sri Radha Krishna in my shop, is going to help you to put a lot of self-love and to give a lot of love to your partner and to your partnerships. And this is going to bring a lot of emotional healing at the same time. Okay, because we're having a lot of emotionality here. So you need to feel this month, feel into it, and put a lot of love in it. Do not fall for being fearful, angry, upset, frustrated. Do not fall for these things. And instead, be courageous enough to love again and again and again. But that is really where we have. And talk sweetly to your partner. Talk sweetly to everybody around you with love, with nurturing. that will get you so much more. Okay, you can get so much more with honey than with I forgot what was it, with vinegar. Okay, that is for you. So the emotional healing is happening for you. You are releasing the old pain, the old anger, and because of this, you are going through a transformation. Now, when it comes to your love life this month of November, my beautiful Taurus, you have free yourself. Yes, you are freeing yourself from any distortions around your relationship, rebalancing your relationship, taking back the balance of power in your relationship. You are no longer in this walking on eggshells in your relationship or having this sort of distortions with your relationship. The emotional healing is happening and you feel like you're freeing yourself from any negative patterns in relationships. And that is going to make you feel free. It is also telling you, you don't need to be codependent on your partner either. Let your partner be themselves and you be you. If they're upset, let them be upset. That you don't need to be you don't need to feel anything about that. You need to learn to separate, allow them to be themselves and you be yourself. And of course, you're in a partnership, but you're not mixed up. And I feel like that's what you're going to recognize. You're going to also take your power back and not forget about your individuality within a relationship. And that makes you more attractive. Okay, now money wise, let's see what's going on in the money for my beautiful Tauruses this November. And money wise, God is your source. Yes, like I mentioned, Venus is going to be in Sagittarius in a very righteous, dharmic, God oriented sign. And Venus, your dispositor, is telling you pray, believe in God. God is your source of abundance. This is a time where you're going to be taken care of. Ask for help. If you need money from others or help from others or anything, you will get it this month. So you're going to get all the resources. God is here to provide for you whatever it is that you need to do. All you need to do is that inner work. Okay. And last but not least, your spiritual message for November, my beautiful Taurus, is surrender to rest and sleep. Watch out for your sleep. Okay. Be careful with your sleep, taking care of your sleep, and that you have a good sleeping schedule, okay? And rest. Very, very important, my beautiful Taurus. Very, very important for you that you honor your sleep at this time and this whole month of November, okay? I suggest magnesium. That came up very strongly. Magnesium at night so that you can sleep better, okay? Alrighty, my beautiful Taurus, those were your messages. If you would like to have a more personal reading and maybe find out more about your love life and how it is that you can attract love if you're single, or a compatibility reading with your current love, then definitely book a consultation with me in the description here below. All right, that is for my beautiful Tauruses. Now we're going to be doing our Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this November 2024. And this is going to be a very powerful month for you because your planet Mercury, is going to be going retrograde on the 26th of November. So for the beginning of the month, it's pretty much in shadow period and it's already going through all these energies. So your planet is mainly going to be in the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio for you is your 6th house. So there's something going on about your daily life, your health, the way that you take care of your miscellaneous stuff of life, your routines, your eating habits. All of these things are going to be going through some very important transformations. There needs to be some sort of reevaluation around the way that you're spending your day, Gemini. How are you spending your day? Are you really maximizing your time? Are you finishing all your tasks? Are you able to maintain an organized space, an organized home, to be able to keep all the miscellaneous errands up to date and your bills and all these things? All of this is going to be very important. Okay. So you need to take care of all these little things. I know they're monotonous. I know they're annoying. I know that they're so menial, but they are the building blocks of life. And if we don't take care of these things, you're going to see some issues later. So we need to take care of the health. We need to take care of the routines. We need to start organizing all those things. Also, this deals with your work. So be very cautious in the way that you're speaking at work because maybe there could be something that you will later regret. So just observe more. When it's around the time of Mercury retrograde, it is a time to better just observe before, moving forward, because Mercury retrograde is going to show you, is it really worth it? Is this job really worth it? Is this daily life really worth it? Is this lifestyle really worth it? Is it really worth it for me to not be sleeping all night because I have a job that pays me? Or, you're going to really evaluate your life and your lifestyle and your health. So this is the time to definitely go to the doctor. This is definitely the time to take care of the bills, to take care of the debt, to take care of the illnesses. It is the time to do all of those things. So that is for one. Now, the good news is that I do see that you're going to, your vitality needs to stay up strong. Take care of your health. I will say that that's the number one thing for my beautiful Geminis, is you really need to take care of your health during this time. Now, with Venus in Sagittarius, this means that there's going to be a lot of love. There's going to be a lot of love and opportunities for love. You will be very much supported by your loved ones, especially your significant other. Your partner is going to be there for you, is going to love you. And if there has been any sort of disbalances or not agreeing with your partner, this month of November is a time to come back and rekindle that beautiful energy and to come back into that love and into that serenity and into harmonizing your relationships. So that is some really good news. You can definitely count on your loved one to help you out at this time. And this is going to solidify your commitments even more and make them even stronger at this time. Okay, so there is lifestyle changes, because also maybe some of you guys could be traveling, and this could also transform your lifestyle as well. Now, for Mars, we do need to talk about Mars. I need you to watch out for your spending, my beautiful Gemini, because Mars is going to be stepping into your second house. And if you do not budget yourself, you might just burn a little bit of a hole in your pocket. So need to watch out for not spending so much at this time. Now, the good news about Mars being in the second house is that you may have even more of a drive to hustle for some money, baby. So there could also be some opportunities to make more money. You could also be more focused on making money. You could be having that drive to create more abundance in your life. So take it, go for it. There's something here. As long as you don't shop emotionally, and as long as you don't eat emotionally, okay, there could also be some issues here where you may start eating emotionally, like you're just eating because you have emotions and you have anxieties. Emotional eating or emotional spending, be very cautious with these things, because you can regret those things later on. So that is for my Geminis. A lot of beautiful focuses and a lot of good things happening. And I would just say number one thing is health and lifestyle. That should be your number one focus. And that will transform also the way that you eat and the way that you spend your money. Another message here for Gemini is birthday. Okay, there's some sort of birth that is happening here for you, a sort of rebirth that is happening here for you. This Mercury retrograde could be like a rebirth to your body, to your health. Some of you guys could be going to some birthday parties at this time that are going to be very beneficial. Celebrate your rebirth. Okay, this is something that is trying to bring up a lot of beautiful things. For you, Gemini, I really suggest the remover of obstacles candle, because I really feel like that's going to remove the obstacles health-wise in the daily life, and it's going to really help you to navigate those miscellaneous things without any issues. So definitely check the remover of obstacles candle in my shop. That would really benefit you this month. Make sure that you pray with it, that you do your gratitude with it, that you do your chanting with it, your yoga, anything that is spiritual. You can light up the candle, and that could really help you with that. Now, for money, no more complaining. Complaining is really affecting your money at this time, my beautiful Gemini. Upset about that you don't have enough, even though you're not thinking about how other people may not even have anything. Don't complain anymore and start stepping into some gratitude. Start stepping into some like, wow, I have what I need. Thank you, God. Thank you that I'm able to afford this. Thank you that I'm able to have the money. This is going to be very, very good for you. So do not start complaining because you emotionally just want to vent off. That is going to block your money. Okay, now for love is going to be good for you with Venus here. So love is going to be a little bit of your saving grace on the month of November. What do we have for November, for Gemini for November in love? And we have All right, Gemini. So let's see, what do we have for Gemini? New love, exactly. There's a new love coming for my beautiful single people, and there's also a new generative love, like a renovation of a love energy that is happening for those of you who are already in a relationship. Newness, a breath of fresh air is coming into your relationship. Allow for this to happen because this is really uplifting you. And for those of you who are currently single, I don't see you being single for too long. I do see somebody coming in very strongly. Now let's see, final message of your spiritual message for Gemini. Very important with Jupiter in the 12th. What do we have for Gemini? And we have surrender to your intuition. I do think that this is very important, Gemini. You are learning to step away from the mental activity and the logic of things, and it's the time for you to start following your intuition. Feel into your intuition, follow your intuition with Jupiter in the 12th house. This is where your blessings are coming from. If you're feeling too scattered, if you're feeling panicky, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed with everything in life and I don't know how to organize this, go into silence, isolate yourself, take a deep breath in, go into that stillness, and you're going to see that, boom, the answers are going to come instantaneously for you. The intuition is there for you, my beautiful Gemini. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages. Remember that these are general readings. If you would like to have a more personal reading, then I do suggest that you get a reading with me. Also, if you meet anybody new, definitely get a compatibility reading with me so that you can know everything about this relationship. Alrighty, so that was for all my beautiful Geminis. I hope that helped. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for November 2024. And this is going to be a very powerful month because we're going to have Mars in your sign during the whole time. So, my beautiful Cancers, this is a month where you are feeling really angry and frustrated, and the things that you've been swallowing up, and the things that you have not been talking about, and the things that you just kind of stay still and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna let that slide. You're not gonna be able to have that amount of tolerance as you usually do. Mars here is shaking you up, is shaking things up a bit, and it's trying to help you to start becoming fearless and to fight for those things that truly matter to you, to not allow for the emotions to overcome you, and to know how to channel those emotions in a productive and conductive way. This is what Mars is trying to bring into your life, my beautiful Cancer, during this whole month of November. I highly suggest that you work out. This is going to make a huge difference, my beautiful Cancer. I mean, if you want to change your body, this transit of Mars in Cancer will literally transform your whole body, will transform it completely. Like that powerful. So working out, moving your body, don't overdo it, of course, because if you end up overdoing it, Mars can cause some sort of injury here. So be very cautious, you know. But there's definitely possibilities of working out here. And when you work out, you're going to be able to channel that energy into something constructive. You're going to be able to release all that tension, and you're going to be able to put it into something that needs to be put on. If it's not working out, there might be some sort of project right now that requires a lot of your energy, a lot of your strength. So life here is really pulling you towards putting action. This is not the time to sit around. If you sit around in front of the computer for hours, you are going to start going crazy because there's going to be so much energy surging through you that sitting down is just, you can't do it. So I do suggest that this month, go out, walk, be in nature, move your body, get active. That is going to help you to get and to channel this energy in the most constructive way possible. Now, the good news is that Venus is going to be transiting your beautiful sixth house. This is going to bring you a lot of health. It's going to make you feel good when you work out, make you feel good when you make your lifestyle changes, make you feel good that you're doing a better routine for yourself and that you're getting healthier. All of these things are going to feel really good. And also Venus is going to give you some advancements at work. So I do see that there could be job offerings, maybe a boost in your career, a boost in your job, money coming in, bonuses, commissions. it's looking good. More clients, it's looking really good. So that is nice. And also, Venus here wants you to deal with the problems of life in a graceful way. So don't worry, Venus is going to give you everything that you need to be able to problem solve anything that comes your way at this time. That is for that. Now, Scorpio for you is your fifth house. So, Cancer, this is a very creative time, very romantic time. Life wants you to have fun. Life wants you to put that energy into something creative, into something that expands your intellect, into romances, into taking risks of the heart. I would say some passions is trying to turn on some passions. I mean, even for some of you guys, you could really be thinking about children. You could be thinking about wanting to have children, or maybe reconnecting with your children. And also with the Mercury retrograding here, you will have some sort of reevaluation around your creative pursuits, your passions, your speculative businesses, your romances, as well as your children and wishing to have children. So it's a fun month. Life wants you to have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Scorpio season is party time, I would say, for you, where you can go and have some fun, laugh, dance, be joyful. And in this, if you're single, I see you meeting somebody in romance. And you know, and if you already are with someone, this is definitely going to boost the romance in your life. And all of this is going to really fill your heart. Okay. This is about fulfilling that heart and just feeling like, like, yeah, the pleasure of this world. That is the fifth house. So you have a lot of beautiful energy for this month, as long as you don't become emotionally disturbed. Okay? Keep your wits about you, keep yourself equanimous, keep yourself grounded. And as you stay grounded, you will be able to channel this in having fun. You will be able to also have a lot of advancements in health as well as work. So it's looking nice for you, Cancer. I want to say that it's looking like a good month for you. Let's see, what else do we have for my beautiful Cancers this upcoming month of November? And we have do some research. Yes, it could also be a time where you're studying more, learning more. Your intellect is buzzing with creative energy at this time. So do research, learn, write, ask questions. This is the time to maybe ask questions. This is the time to do some research, to study ancient literature, to study ancient philosophies, to maybe expand your intellect, or if you want to study for a business or study to polish some talent, this is a great time to really dig for some more information. Okay, so dig for some more information. Now let's see in love. What do we have in love for my beautiful Cancers for this upcoming November? And we have getting to know each other. So there is a very nice energy of revealing your innermost selves to each other so that your bond can deepen even more. So this could be a bond that is deepening with your uh, children, because you are now opening up to them and they're opening up to you. Or this could be with a romantic partner. With you yourself, you're also getting to know each other, that maybe you like new things, that you like other stuff, that you're reconnecting with your own inner child. So with those of you who are having a new partner, you're getting to know each other. Speak, talk, don't rush into the act. Have some time to just get to know each other, and this could be something fantastic. And also with your partner, your current partner, sometimes we think that we already know everything about our partner, but this is an opportunity for you to maybe get to know something new about your partner. And now when it comes to money, what do we have in money when it comes to Cancer for November? Ooh, a windfall of abundance. As I was mentioning, Venus here seems like it's going to be bringing you some money. So Santa Claus is here for you early. That's fantastic, my beautiful Cancer. There's going to be abundance, and abundance may not just show up with money, but it's going to show up in many different ways. So make sure to see and be grateful. Acknowledge, be grateful that, wow, I have everything that I need and more, and money's coming in. I mean, there is definitely prosperity and abundance coming in this month with also this Venus here. And your final message of spirituality for this month of November for my beautiful Cancer. And for Cancer, we have surrender to non-action. Okay. Yes, that this energy of Mars in your sign, you're going to have this sort of like, should I react? Should I react? Should I take action? Should I do it now? And we may get a little bit clumsy here. So your best bet is just non-action. Don't react. That's what I was saying about the equanimity. You don't have to react to everything. So staying equanimous, staying non-reactive, that is going to help you to navigate these waters even better than for you to get caught up in the turmoil, okay? Because Mars can do that in your sign. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer, I do suggest that for you, you can definitely benefit from the remover of obstacles candle, or as well as the love candle blessed by Sri Radha Krishna. That could really help you to bring more love and romance and fun times. And those of you who maybe are trying to bring in more blessings and get rid of any blockages at this time, then the remover of obstacles blessed by Ganesh could be fantastic for you. Definitely check it out in my shop. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message, then you can book a private consultation with me in the description here below, and we can dig deep into your whole life from love, money, and career. Alrighty, that was all for my Cancers. I hope that that helped. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this upcoming month of November 2024. Let's see what you can expect this month. So first and foremost, we're going to have a lot of energy going on in the Scorpio portion of your chart, as well as Libra. And for you, those are the parts of your chart that deal with the energy of the fourth house and the third house. So at the beginning of the month, I see you being very focused on your communication, working on something, working on your putting effort into some sort of things that you need to get done, doing some startup, putting effort into maybe writing a book or social media or learning something new. Your mind is very active. And so you're using your mind a lot at the beginning of the month. And then by the end of the month, when we start getting into the Scorpio season, this is a time to get very cozy and homey within your life. So here, my beautiful Leo, life is kind of getting you now, I would say, a little bit more into hibernation. Mars is now entering into Cancer, which is your 12th house. Mars is going to be here for some time, helping you to release something that you need to release from your subconscious. And with all the energy that is happening in Scorpio, your intimate house of your childhood and your past, I see you going through memory lane, walking through memory lane, through your past memories and through everything that has to do with your family, your childhood, and you're just going to be going through this massive transformation. Very, very deep transformation. Some of you guys may see family. Some of you guys you will benefit from hanging out with your family, being with your mom, especially. You could really benefit from this. Especially for Thanksgiving time and all these holiday times is looking really nice for you, Leo. But there's definitely something here that is trying to get you back home. It's trying to get you back to where you feel like you truly belong, and it's trying to get you back to that safe space that you truly deserve. So, and also to get you back into your intimate, very, very deep self that deals with your childhood. Okay. So there is a lot of energy here going on for you. I do see you going through memory lane. I do see that there could be some changes going around the house. You are going through something here around the home. Maybe some of you guys are thinking of selling, buying, renovating, or even just getting a new car, buying a new car, or anything like this, renting. All of this is something that I suggest that you take your time. Don't rush into these things. They might take a little bit longer than usual because we are having Mercury retrograding in this fourth house. So don't sign any contracts during Mercury retrograde. Wait until it passes. There could also be something here that needs to be reevaluated, talked about when it comes to family, home, when it comes to property. All of these things are a time to maybe reevaluate these things that you need to speak about and that you need to talk about. And that is going to be where your main focus is, bringing massive transformation into your life. Now, the good news is that Venus is going to be in your fifth house. That is going to bring a lot of joy to you from your children or from romance. There could be romance in the air that is happening for you at this time, or just a creative project as well. So yes, we definitely have what is the main energies for my beautiful Leos for this upcoming November. And we have affirmations. Yes, specifically at the beginning of the month, you will really benefit from speaking affirmations and setting intentions with your voice and how you want to communicate onto the world. That is going to really help you into transforming your life for November. So make sure that you're using any affirmations. Your affirmations can become a lot more stronger by using as well one of my candles. The candles that I suggest that you can use that will be fantastic for this month. If you're trying to attract love, then definitely the love candle. But if you're really doing a lot of this inner work, a lot of this shadow work, a lot of this family work, then I do suggest the remover of negativities and psychic attacks candle blessed by Durga. That could be very good for you. Use these candles while you're doing your affirmations, prayers, chanting, yoga, or gratitude journals. This is going to bring a lot of potency and help you in this transformation. Now, when it comes to love, since there is some love in the air for you, my beautiful Leo, for November, we have let go of control issues. And that could be that emotional part that you are transforming, where maybe there is a controlling issue because it comes from when you were a little child, when you were a little girl, a little boy, from family. You learned this from your parents or whatever it is. Or there's just emotional insecurities where we feel like we need to control and manipulate. So here, life is saying, let go of the manipulation, let go of the controlling, allow for things to unfold naturally, and you will see that that is how people like it. If not, you can sabotage your relationships if you are trying to control the situation too much. Now, when it comes to money for November, for my beautiful Leos, money for November for Leo, and we have dreams of abundance. So, some of you guys haven't yet started your dream career, and you have Jupiter in your 10th house. Go for your dream career. If you already started going for your dream career, keep dreaming. This is really coming true for you. Keep moving forward with this. Jupiter here is really trying to bless you. And there could also be some dreams this month. I do suggest getting a dream journal this month because you could be getting a lot of messages coming to you from your dreams. Also, when you're daydreaming and you're just like daydreaming and a lot of things are coming up, this is also where it's trying to show you that you need to go where your dreams and aspirations really are all about. Maybe it has nothing to do with career. Maybe it has to do with finding the perfect partner. Whatever it is, these dreams are ready to be manifested, okay? Now, for your spiritual message, my beautiful Leo, for your spiritual message for this November, we have surrender to success. Yes, because now we're going to go deep into, okay, what is in your childhood wound that is not allowing for you to really claim the success? Is there something in your childhood wounds of humiliation, rejection, abandonment, isolation, neglect that maybe affected your ability to really go for those big goals, big dreams, big aspirations in your life? In life, you're saying you are ready for success, Leo. So go for it. You're ready. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You are ready to take this and to really experience success in all its different forms. So that is your messages, my beautiful Leo. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more personal message, then I suggest that you get a book a consultation with me. In the description here below, you will be able to find the link for that. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing our next sign, which is our, where are you, my beautiful Virgos? Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this upcoming November 2024. So get ready, my beautiful Virgo, because this November is packed with amazing things for you. And first and foremost, your planet, Mercury, is going to be going retrograde. And it's going to be going retrograde in the 3rd house. So that is something that I want you to know. It will be going retrograde on the 26th, and before the 26th is already stepping into the shadow period. Something here needs to be reevaluated around your perceptions, your perception about yourself, your perception about life, your perception about you, your perception about the world, something around your ego, your courage, your fearlessness, something around your skills. Even it could be that maybe you guys are finishing a startup or wanting to begin a startup, or maybe you're hesitating in starting that social media, or maybe you've been working on your social media. This is a very powerful time for you because Mercury wants to organize your efforts. Okay, Virgo, it wants you to organize your efforts and put your efforts in the right environment, in the right skills, in the right things. And so Mercury here is going to help you to reevaluate something. And your dark night of the soul, your spiritual progress, your spiritual transformations are going to happen more than anything through the way that you speak to yourself. So this is also how it's getting reevaluated. Mercury here is trying to reevaluate, do you judge a lot? Do you criticize a lot? Do you gossip a lot? Do you criticize yourself a lot? Do you judge yourself a lot? Um, these things are the things that you are now being able to transform. You are ready to let go of these prejudice and to transform your mentality and to be more open-minded. That is what Mercury is trying to transform here for you. For some of you guys, it's also finishing some sort of marketing, writing, startup, something where you're putting a lot of effort into it and you're ready to finish this. It could even be some sort of certification of some sort, but you're ready to kind of get this done with. This is also going to help you to rewire your mindset, which is going to wire it for success. If there is some self limiting belief or some sort of perception that has really diminished you, now this is the month where you're going to reevaluate and transform that mentality, that perception, and that way of thinking. Now, the good news is that Venus is going to be going into your fourth house. There's going to be a lot of love coming to you from your family, from your home life. You're going to feel very cozy wherever it is that you are, because you know home is where you are, but your home can also make you feel very, very safe, very cozy. Family, mother is going to be a very important part for you for this month. They're giving you a lot of self security, they're giving you a lot of emotional contentment. And so reach out to your loved ones, reach out to your mother, reach out to your family. Enjoy your family, especially on these holidays and Thanksgiving, because you can really fulfill a lot of emotional happiness through them. This can also help you to maybe change some things around the house, feng shui some things around the house. Some of you guys may be getting a new car, a new home, renting a new place, getting land. This is a great time to sell all these things. If you've been wanting to sell them, I do see you getting everything during this time. And when it comes to the beginning of the month, there's going to be a lot of focus on the money aspect of your life. So make sure that you're not spending too much during this time. Make sure that you have a balanced budget, and that could really help you at this time. Now, Mars is retrograding in your 11th house. And when Mars starts retrograding into your 11th house, you need to watch out that you don't end up fighting with some male friends. Okay, there could be some sort of fights that happen here between you and a male friend or a male networking person. Just choose your battles wisely, my beautiful Virgo. You don't need to go into these arguments. There could also be some arguments that happen around social media or arguments that happen around with communities. So choose your battles wisely. Don't just emotionally react to somebody because you may end up regretting this. And instead, life here is trying to help you to reevaluate how it is that you approach being sociable, how it is that you approach making friends, how it is that you present yourself out into a network of people, and how it is that you're also asserting your dreams. Are you asserting your dreams? Are you going for your dreams, or are you neglecting your dreams? So there's like a revamping here with you with how you approach friends, associations, collaborations that are going to help you to advance in your dreams and aspirations. So don't react emotionally to these people because you may end up burning some bridges. So the main energies of this month is a daughter. So for some of you guys are going to be very much focused on your daughter. If you have a daughter during this time, if you don't have a daughter, then you are focusing on healing yourself as a woman or healing the woman ancestry of your family by connecting with your mother, by connecting with your sister, by connecting with your aunts, by connecting to all the feminine parts of your family. And that is going to definitely be something that is going to heal you, and it's going to heal that inner child within you. Also, maybe even changing the perceptions of yourself that you may have. So there's going to be a lot of healing of this ancestral feminine lineage in your home life, in your family. Now let's see, what do we have in love? The love advice for Virgo for this upcoming month is keep an open mind. So yes, there's like a lot of like mental blockages, and that is why this Mercury is going to be retrograding here, because there's like a narrowness in the way that you're thinking. You're not opening up so that you can be more relatable, or there's some sort of blockage here. So I do suggest that you get my remover of obstacles candle. That could really help you to get rid of these distorted thoughts, distorted perceptions that have limited you and have closed your mind off. And that is going to really help you to see things and receive the beautiful opportunities that come with that as well. Because when it comes to love, you need to keep an open mind. You, the person that you maybe have like this perfect person that is your partner, but life here is saying your perfect partner is going to differ from your usual type and expectations. So if you have this expectation, it ain't going to be like that. And it's not that you're not going to like them. Yes, you are going to like them. But first, you need to open yourself up, because it may differ from your usual type and expectation. Now, when it comes to money, that's the perceptions we are changing. And when it comes to money for this month, obstacles and blockages are now being lifted. That's very good news for you, my beautiful Virgo. You are now going to start moving forward when it comes to money. There's going to be a lot of energy moving forward. Also, because Mercury will be retrograding back, Mercury is going to help you to remove these obstacles that could have been happening around finances or money. But nonetheless, I do see abundance and prosperity coming to you this month. And last but not least, your spiritual message for this upcoming month of November, my beautiful Virgo, is surrender to effortlessness. Yes, I know you are right now very much focused on this house of effort, but choose those things that are just kind of effortless to you. That's your goal, Virgo. You don't have to overextend yourself, over stretch yourself, over, put too many things in your plate that now you're so overwhelmed. Like, really take this month as the path of least effort. And the where you're putting your effort, you're putting your effort 150%, and you're feeling really good with that, instead of trying to make everything happen at once. So really step into the feelings of effortlessness, of flowing with it. Stop trying to push so hard for things to be a certain thing or a certain way. Okay? The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. That is going to be a good energy for you this month. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, those were your messages. Remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal reading by me to understand more of what you're going through, then definitely book a private consultation with me in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgo, those were your messages. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this upcoming November 2024, Libra. So for you, Libra, your planet Venus is going to be in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius for you is your third house. So there's going to be a lot of benefit that is going to come to you for your communication, okay? This is a month to communicate. This is a month to maybe go get the word out there about yourself, to let people know about what it is that you do. Maybe like showcase yourself. Like, this is not the time to be isolated. This is the time for you to market yourself. Market what it is that you do. If you don't know anything about social media marketing or whatever, this is a great month to learn about it. If you've been wanting to maybe get more clients, get the word out there, launching campaigns, this is a great month to do all of that. Or just even learning a new instrument, polishing your skills, or having a better mindset, having a more positive mindset. This could really be a fantastic month for all of these things. You can really benefit from that. I would just say watch out from being too addicted to the phone and scrolling too much during this month. Okay. Now, with Mars retrograding in the sign of Cancer, you are having a big reevaluation around your career, something around your career. Something emotional that has really disturbed you or upsetted you, or something around your career is like, or you have some emotional PTSD around your career, or whatever it is, any emotional baggages that we may have around career. Libra, this is the time for you to really transform this energy, to release the frustrations that you may have around career, to release the anger that you may have around career, and to forgive yourself around these things. There could also be a lot of work that needs to get done at this time, where you really need to be disciplined. You really need to be disciplined. You really need to be working very hard, and you may be feeling very tired. You may be feeling very emotionally disconnected. You may be feeling very emotionally like, I just don't want to do this. But Mars is forcing you to do it. So I would really say that you would benefit from not overreacting. And if it really is like an emotional disturbance to work, then this is why you need to reevaluate your work situation. You need to reevaluate your your purpose and your services and what it is that you're giving out into the world. That is why Mars is going to be here for some time. And for those of you who maybe don't want to work, then Mars here is going to kind of go take you through a whole ride to show you that yes, you do have to work, and this is what you, how and where you're going to be happy. So Mars is going to be doing all of that, really focusing you on this situation with work. So do not get into fights with men at work. Do not get into fights with your masculine boss or anything like this, because this could really end up bringing a lot of issues into your life. So be careful at work with emotional reactivity. Now, for the Scorpio energy, is we do have a lot of money coming to you this month, though. This is a month of money for you, my beautiful Libra. So focus on making money. Focus on putting into practice those money making ideas. Some of you guys are having some ideas for making money, but you might have to go over these and reevaluate them and really think about them before you launch them. But they have the possibility to make you money. Do not dismiss these ideas. Write them down. Start taking action. Life wants to organize your financial situation. And if you're not happy at your workplace, then think about ways of how you can make money. How do you really want to make money then? So all of this is going through a transformation at this time. How you make money, where you work, your status, your purpose in life, all these things are really coming to the forefront. And it is about the perception that you see, how you want to present yourself, who you really are, what do you want to be known for when it comes to your skills, okay? So there's a lot of things going on here for you. I do suggest for you, my beautiful Libra, the money candle, especially if you've been feeling like there's not money coming in. The money candle can be something really good for you. Even if you do have a lot of money, this money candle can bring also clarity on how to invest it and how to move it. So get the money candle in my shop today. It has been blessed by Lakshmi. Now, the main energies for Libra for this upcoming month of November is flower power. Using natural homeopathic therapy as well could be something really good. You can check out my doTERRA store in the description below. And if you don't know what essential oils to get, then definitely DM me or book a session with me as well. And I can tell you what are the best essential oils for you. But life wants you to work with natural homeopathic therapies. Maybe some of you guys have always wanted to do this when it comes to work, to be more in the health industry or to be a healer or to do things with natural medicines. This could be something good. If you don't work with any of these things, you will benefit from using more homeopathic therapy to deal with stress, to deal with anything that you may be going through. So getting more holistic, getting more clean, getting more natural could be something very good at this time. Now, a message in love. When it comes to love for my beautiful Libras this upcoming month of November, and we have finances and career affecting your love life. Yes, this is like the big thing right now is my finances. Either you guys are working so much you don't have time for a relationship, or you don't have money, therefore how are you going to get a girl, or you don't want to work, or there's problems at the marriage because of financial and career issues and not having this in balance. So these things are going to be coming up for you very, very strongly during this next upcoming month of November. You're going to really reevaluate your money. You're going to reevaluate how you make your money in your career and how all of these things are affecting your love life and your home life. So definitely organize these things and do not neglect them. So let's see, if finances and career are affecting your love life, then what is the best finance and career advice for Libra? And it is pay yourself first. I see that there could be some issues here because there's resentments that you're putting other people before you, but you're telling them that it's fine, that you don't have a problem with this, but then you end up neglecting yourself and then you feel pissed. So don't neglect yourself. Put yourself first. Whenever you get paid, pay yourself something so that something is yours before you go and spend it on whatever things you need to spend it on. This is going to be a ritual that is going to help you to acknowledge yourself, acknowledge your hard work, and not feel like you are just being used, or that nothing is yours. Okay. And last but not least, what do we have as the spiritual message for my beautiful Libras? And we have surrender beliefs around scarcity. That is why Mercury has to go over this place again. Because there's some beliefs around scarcity, my beautiful Libra. You just can't believe it. You just can't believe, like, can I make money? I just can't make money. Or I made some money and then I spent it and I lost it. Or it's just these lack mentality things are ready to be let go of. God is asking for you to open up to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, Libra. This is the shadow work and what needs to be healed. So definitely go get that money candle. That could also help you. Use it while you're praying, chanting, meditating, or doing yoga or your spiritual practices. That could really help you in your purification. And remember that these are general readings. If you would like to understand more about your money blocks or relationship blocks, then definitely have a private consultation with me, and you can book one in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this powerful November 2024. And first and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to all my beautiful Scorpios. This is the month of Scorpio. Now, of course, before the month starts, before your birthday on November 16th, 17th, when the sun goes into your sign, we are going to be having the sun in Libra. So at the beginning of the month, there's still a lot of things that you're closing from past year. You're kind of doing that spiritual work, that inner work, that purification, releasing the past, going over what you did this past year, learning about yourself, doing that integration of this past year and releasing what needs to be let go of. That is going to be the first process. So on the first process, the first beginning of the month of November, I see you quite isolating, disconnecting. You are going into your spiritual practices, going deep, maybe some of you guys could be traveling abroad, far away lands, but you're really disconnecting from the world to help you to really close this chapter, integrate what just has happened, and getting yourself ready to have the sun going into your sign. And the sun will go into your sign on November 16th. That is going to be very powerful for you. So at the beginning of the month is a very spiritual time, a very introspective time. And of course, with Mars also going debilitated in your ninth house, there is a lot of deep spiritual work that is happening here for you, that is digging deep into your dharma, deep into your belief system, deep into your faith. I do suggest that one thing that could be very good for my beautiful Scorpios is to travel. Definitely to travel at this time. This could be the best way to handle this energy. But if you can travel, there could be a lot of emotional purging that is happening. So find an isolated place, find somewhere where you can commute with yourself, because that could really help you. If you have the ability to go to temples, if you have the ability to go to church, if you have the ability to go to a sacred spaces, this is a fantastic time that could bring immense purification, and it could also deepen your connection with the divine, with faith, and to help you come back to your dharma. Okay, you are having a big wake-up call into who you really are and your path. That is what this Mars retrograde wants to do to you, Scorpio. It's like, it's going to really show you, like, this is what you came here to do. This is the will of God that God wants you to do in this world. And it's going to be a transformative experience. But this first month is just going to be getting into it. Do not fight with your teachers, with your gurus. This is a great time to do pilgrimage, spiritual practices. This is a great time to deepen your faith, This is a great time to speak righteously. This is a great time to fight for goodness, fight for God. All of these things could be so powerful for you. Also, taking a lot of action towards traveling, towards higher education, and towards learning from a mentor. So this is bringing massive transformation for you. Of course, Mars, your planet. We are having the first Lord going into this ninth house. You're becoming quite righteous. You're being illuminated. Some of you guys may be coming out of some dark periods, or during this month, as you are doing the spiritual practice, you're going to have this massive, beautiful illumination and re-encounter with God and faith. All of these things can really happen. And we also have the sixth house going into the ninth house. That the sixth Lord going into the ninth house. So this sixth Lord is also going to give you the ability to transform your daily life, your health, to beat all your enemies, all your diseases, all your debts. So it's really empowering you, my beautiful Scorpio. This energy is truly empowering you. But the idea is that you do not lose control over your emotions, that you stay grounded, and that you use this time as a purification and as a transformation for yourself. Now, Venus is going to be in your second house of money. This is definitely going to be bringing the abundance and prosperity at this time. So congratulations. It's going to be here for throughout most of the month. So I do see that there's going to be abundance, prosperity, and money coming to you. Assets coming to you're making more money. Now be careful with spending it as fast as you make it, because you might just spend it as fast as you make it. So try to budget yourself. But there's definitely some more money coming here to you, which is very, very nice. And of course, we're going to be having Mercury retrograding in your sign, Scorpio, right at the last degrees in Gandanta, in Jeshta. This is again a massive reevaluation of who you are and whoever you think you are. I mean, life is truly going to give you a big wake up call to what your dharma is and who you really are and why you are the way you are, because God has a plan for you. God has a will. And this is the month, this is the time where God is going to really align you with that divine will at the same time. Wow. I mean, you are having the strongest phoenix rising from the ashes transformation on November. But of course you are, because you're the star, baby. You're the star. So if you would like to have a birthday reading, might be definitely you can book one in the description here below. You can book a consultation and we can do your birthday reading as well. So let's see, what is the main message for my Scorpios? Oh, the main message for my Scorpios for this upcoming November, and we have a dietary change. Yes, some of you guys are going to stop smoking, drinking. You're going to go through a massive detox. You're going to purify yourselves. If you have not been thinking about doing this, I do suggest that you do it. This could help you in your transformation. Do a transformation, a detox. If you would like to know about a detox program, you can definitely check it out in my doTERRA store. I have that. Or if you would like to speak to me about what are the best products for a detox, I can definitely help you with that as well. Just leave me a message and we can do that for you. So you're going to improve your diet. You're going to improve the way that you take care of yourself. There's going to be a lifestyle change. You're like no longer going to smoke, no longer going to drink, or you're going to go through this detox. You may be changing to a vegetarian diet. Maybe you're fasting. Maybe you don't want to drink for too much. Like you don't want to drink anymore. You're going to be going through this sort of transformation in your dietary change, which is going to be very, very, very good and is going to help you in accelerating this massive personal transformation that you're ready to have. Now let's see how your love life is doing. Embrace the change, baby. Embrace it. Embrace it completely. You are ready for this transformation. For my beautiful Scorpios, when it comes to love for November, we have a honeymoon. I'm telling you, travel, baby. Travel. If you're single, you go and travel. I see you not being single for that long. And if you are currently in a relationship, go and travel with your partner, because you're going to see that that's going to be the best way to handle these energies, my beautiful Scorpio. Traveling is going to make you very, very happy, and it might just deepen your connection. You have Jupiter in the seventh house. If you're not married yet, oh, get ready. You're going to meet somebody soon, okay? Go on a honeymoon, you're going to meet somebody. If you are currently in a relationship, this is going to deepen your love life and this is going to heal your marriage. Very beautiful. And now let's see your money life. Since we are having Venus in the second house, bringing you some benefit, what are the benefits? What are the blessings? What are the messages for Scorpio when it comes to money in November? And we have unlimited ideas. You're going to have a lot of ideas of how to make money, how to create more abundance in your life. This is the time to write them down. This is the time to take them seriously and, take action in them. It's not just having these ideas. The time has come for you to start taking action in them. These ideas are divinely guided. This is the divine will that I'm talking about that is coming through you. Okay. If they don't get manifested through you, they're going to go find somebody else to be manifested by. So make sure that you are utilizing those unlimited ideas and putting them to work. And last but not least, your spiritual message, which you're going to be going through a very powerful spiritual time, my beautiful Scorpio. And we have surrender to the wisdom of your body. Absolutely. With the sun and Mercury in your first house, they're really showing you that everything is in your body. How does your body feel? Okay. If your body feels tired, listen to it. If your body needs a nap, listen to it. If your body needs rest, if your body needs to walk, if your body needs better food, if your body is tired of the alcohol and the drinking or the smoking, then listen to it. And the wisdom of your body is going to tell you like, oh, yes, this is where I want to be. This is the place that feels good, or this doesn't feel good. That is going to be what is going to lead to, it's going to lead you where you need to go. Listen to your body. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpio, for you, I highly suggest that this month you can really benefit. I mean, it depends. You can really call in anything that you want this month. There's opportunities for money. So getting the money candle can definitely bring money with Venus here. If you're still calling for love, getting the love candle can definitely bring a lot of love and also deepening your connection in your honeymoon. Or if you would just like to start removing all the obstacles so that you can have this massive transformation, I suggest the remover of obstacles candle. For you, check it out in my shop. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpio, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your horoscope for November 2024. So on this horoscope, we're going to be talking about how this November is going to be affecting you. And first and foremost, your planet Jupiter is still retrograding in the sign of Taurus, reevaluating and going over some sort of lifestyle, health change, routine change, a better job change that is ready to happen in your life. So that is one of the things that is working for you at this time. And at the same time, we're going to have Scorpio season, which is your 12th house. So I do see that you are also going deep into your spiritual practices at this time, my beautiful Scorpio. There's going to be a lot of transformations because your 12th house and your 8th house are both going to be turned on at this time. So the 8th house is your Cancer. Mars is retrograding here. You are going through a very deep psychological transformation, my beautiful Sagittarius. I mean, seriously, if you have been negating changes of lifestyle where you're just like, I just don't want to stop drinking. I don't want to stop living the lifestyle that I'm living. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. This Mars in Cancer is going to give you a run for your money, my beautiful Sagittarius, is going to force you to face these fears that you may have of change. Force these fears of changing your habits, changing the ways that you've been going about it, and to have a massive transformation. Watch out for using other people's monies. Watch out with investors. Watch out for, handle other people's monies very cautiously with Mars here, that you don't get in any issues or problems. Do not spend other people's monies emotionally. That's for some of you guys. And life is really here to transform you. There could also be some reevaluation around your sex life. And I will say, for some of you guys, need to be careful and you need to protect yourselves. I'm just getting that message very strongly. For anybody who's out there very promiscuous, there could be some issues that could be happening here with Mars in this house. But you are having some sort of transformation in your sexuality that could be transforming your health at the same time. So be very cautious, take care of your health. That's the number one thing I would say. Take care of your health, and not just your physical health, but this is also a great time to go into therapy, a great time to have a reading, a great time to do that inner shadow work that Mars is going to help you do. And at the same time, Scorpio season is happening, giving you a Mercury retrograding in your 12th house so that you can go deep into those things that are hidden from you. Actually, I will say that this is the best month for you to truly do some shadow work, my beautiful Sagittarius, and to transform deeply. I do suggest that you will get the remover of negativity and psychic attacks candle, blessed by Durga, in my shop. That could really help you in this massive inner transformation that is happening, which eventually will lead to a lot of healthy new outcomes for you. So that is what life is trying to bring you at this time. And of course, Venus is going to be in your sign, my beautiful Sagittarius, giving you a lot of beauty. You're going to be very attractive. People are going to be wanting to be with you. You have this charisma about you. So yeah, I'm just feeling like there is, for some Sagittariuses who are still maybe promiscuous, you could be attracting a lot of people to you, but just be careful and for your health, because there is some sort of aspect here with an STD. I'm sorry, that's just what I see. That's a very small amount of people for you. For the rest of you who have a relationship, this is about a massive lifestyle change with your partner. And this is about transforming your psychology. And this is about, deepening your intimacy with yourself and your partner. It may be very triggering. It may be very uncomfortable. It may be asking for change. You may want to control, but it is about surrendering. It is about trusting, and it is about doing the spiritual work. And that is how you're going to really feel very happy. So I do definitely suggest the candle of remover of negativity and psychic attacks. That could really help you. Use it while you're praying, while you're chanting, while you're doing yoga, meditating, or doing your gratitude journal. Yes, love life. You see, there's a lot of love energy going on here. Your love life is about to go through a massive transformation, my beautiful Sagittarius. Your love life is about to start becoming really good. Okay. Wherever it is that it is, if you just broke up with somebody, if you're single, if your relationship is not in its best situation, this is now a time where life is going to start becoming a lot better. Of course, you're going through these massive transformations, helping you to release any pains around heartbrokenness that could have happened in the past. So if love is here, let's go a little bit deeper into this love energies for my beautiful Sagittarius. And finances and career are affecting your love life. Some of you guys are working so much, you don't have time for a relationship. Some of you guys put your job before your relationship. Some of you guys use your job as a protective shield so that you don't have to be that intimate in your relationship. Some of you guys use your job as a way to be promiscuous. Or you are in a relationship and the situations around finances and around the home, the relationship, and how 50-50 or who's taking care of the home, all these things need to be re-talked about. And like I mentioned, how you're using other people's monies is going to come up to the surface. How you're using your spouse's money is going to come up to the surface. And you better be careful with this, because if you abuse your power, you might end up getting into trouble. Okay? But finances and career are an issue here. And we're confusing money for love for some of you guys. Okay, so now let's see, when it comes to money, what is the best message for money when it comes to my beautiful Sagittariuses for this upcoming November? And we have employment change. Some of you guys are ready to change what you work at or what you do. So if you're currently unemployed, time for you to get a job. If you are currently employed, maybe it's a time for you to change your job. Maybe it's a time for you to get a better position. Maybe it's a time for you to have maybe work from home, or something here. You're ready for a change at the job sector. So whatever your job is like the time has come for a change. And this could really help you. And it will help your love life. It will help yourself. So embrace the changes that are currently happening in your career, in your job, because they're definitely bringing you more possibilities of blessings. And last but not least, your spiritual message, my beautiful Sagittarius, for November is surrender your attachment to results. This could be the thing that sabotages you. Maybe you're staying in this job because you're like attached to some result that hasn't come yet, or you don't do anything unless you see some result that you can get from it. This is something that you are ready to transform. Okay, do things without waiting for the fruit of that labor. Like, just do it because you love it. Don't be so attached to the result. Sometimes being too attached to the result can literally sabotage the the process and your process in achieving your goals. Okay, so that is your message, my beautiful Sagittarius. As I mentioned, the best candle for you this month is going to be the remover of negativity and psychic attacks, blessed by Durga. Check it out in my shop. And also remember that these are general readings. If you would like to understand more about your life and all the things that are hidden from you, because this is a very deep month for you, very triggering month for you, then definitely book a consultation with me. In the description here below, you can find one. Alrighty, that was for my Sagittariuses. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for November 2024. So, Capricorn, for you, Saturn, your planet, is still in the sign of Aquarius. Now it's no longer retrograding, it's starting to move forward. And Aquarius for you is your money life. So now we're starting to get a little bit, we should start going in the come up of our financial situation. Okay, we've learned some lessons around self-esteem, integrity, confidence in ourselves, and we had to go through that. And now I think we're starting to kind of understand that we need to have confidence and we need to have integrity and we need to believe in ourselves if we want to make this money happen, if we really want to make this happen. And we need to let go of the pessimism, the negativity, the judgment, the rigidity. This is not going to help us. Okay, we need to be flexible like air. We need to be likable. We need to be in relation. We need to allow others to help us. That is what Saturn has been teaching you in the second house, and to know that you are worth it. That is the biggest lessons that we're having. Now, we're also having Mars. Oof, Mars is in your seventh house, baby. So you right now are going to be going through a reevaluation around your relationships. And I really suggest, Capricorn, that take every single day as it goes and do not react emotionally to your partner. Okay, for those of you who are in a partnership, there is a possibility of getting into fights very easily because you're reacting emotionally to everything. Your partner can be going through a little bit of an emotional roller coaster at this time. Your partner may be having a lot of outbursts and intense emotions at this time. So stay disciplined, stay solid, stay grounded, don't overreact. Understand that all emotions come and go. Stay disciplined and do not waver, and be stoic. Okay, to be honest, like, stoicism is going to really help you at this time. For those of you who are single, life is really pushing you to go and get a partner. Okay, like, the time has come. It's like turning you on to go and find somebody to be with. If you are currently single, like, take it seriously and go for it. Okay, organize your romantic situations, organize your commitments, okay, and your relationships, and who are you committing yourself to. This is the biggest lessons that are coming for you. Now, Scorpio season for you is a great season because it deals with your 11th house. So I also see you being very busy at the beginning of the month. You're still doing a lot of things at work, shining at work, doing a lot of leadership stuff, really moving forward in your career. And then by the 16th on, you're going to now step into the energies of socializing, meeting people, networks. Okay, so again, it's a lot of activity with people at this time. Make sure that you're speaking gently. Make sure that you're speaking lovingly, especially to clients, to groups, to communities. You're going to be socializing a lot this month. And make sure that people don't see you with like an bitch face on. I would say it like that. Like, line up. Okay? Don't let the Mars get you too angry with people, or too upset, or too annoyed, or too frustrated. Like, let people be, laugh it out, stay grounded, watch how people get erratic. You stay in your niceness, you stay in your sweetness, keep creating those relationships, keep nurturing those friendships, keep nurturing those commitments and collaborations because it's going to nurture your dreams. And that is the best way to manage this. It's not so much you, it's more like people may get you out of your balance. So don't let them. Don't let them. Stay strong for yourself. And that is going to be very beneficial for you. Now, Venus is going to be also in your 12th house. Venus here, Venus is closing a cycle in our love lives. So, again, Capricorn, if you are fighting too much with your partner, this could be the month where you just, in an emotional outburst, you're just like, then I'm quit. I'm not, it's done. I mean, if you are in a toxic relationship, this could be the biggest blessing of your life and you're ready to do this. Life is going to propel you into this. If you don't necessarily want to finish your relationship, but it is a challenging relationship, then it's going to test you that you don't end up just throwing the baby out of the bathwater, like don't just throw it all away in an emotional outburst, okay? There could be some lovers coming from the past coming back. And for others of you, this could be an amazing time for also healing your love life. So use more of this time to heal your love life, to heal your subconscious from relationships, commitments from the past, and to allow for yourself to really ascend to a new level of relationship and to a new level of commitment that you're ready to dedicate yourself to. So there's going to be a lot of this energy for you. Socialize, be together. And again, watch out for miscommunications around friendships, miscommunications around connections. Do not burn your bridges. Mercury is going to be retrograding here, and you might end up just saying the wrong thing. So I would say observe more. Play the mysterious card. Okay. Play the mysterious card for this month, because that could really, really help you. All right. The best that let's see what some other messages that we have here for you, my beautiful Capricorn, when it comes to this month. And we have everything is okay. You see, there's a little bit of, and it's not you. I'm really sensing like everybody around you is going to be emotionally having outbursts, emotionally going crazy, calling to you for help. And you're just like, even your partner is going to be feeling like all over the place, and you're just going to have to let it be. You can't save them. You can't fix it. And you're just going to have to sit back and wait until the storm passes. So don't get caught up in it. You might also get caught up in it, and then you're like, oh my God, is everything okay? Yes, everything is okay. You are the rock right now. Do not let yourself be swayed by everybody's emotional outbursts. Now let's see, what do we have in love when it comes to love with this Mars in love. What is going on in love with my beautiful Capricorns for this upcoming month of November? And we have keep an open mind. Yes, keep an open mind. The person that you usually go for, the person, your usual type that you go for, that might not be the perfect person for you, for my singles. So keep an open mind. You might end up liking somebody else or another type of person, and it's going to be better for you. And others of you who are already in a relationship, what is going to help you is to keep an open mind. Don't get rigid. Don't get closed-minded with your partner at this time. Keep an open mind. Stay flexible during this time, okay? Because even if, for example, let's say you are so collected and then your partner is like emotionally all over the place, and you might say like, is this even like the right partner for me? Because I'm not even like that. Yes, that is the partner for you. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind about your partner, and don't get caught up in their emotional tornado. Just keep an open mind, okay? You're gonna see that they are perfect for you. Now, what else do we have here for my beautiful Capricorns when it comes to money for this November of 2024? We have partnership. You see, you are meant to be in some sort of partnerships right now, Capricorn. I know that you can be the CEO that can do it all alone, but the real money for you, like your planet gets exalted in Libra, in an air sign. So You are learning how to really have good relationships and how to nurture your relationships and how to make your relationships work. And when you do this, you make money, you have better partnerships. So, this is going to be the month to really polish your partnership skills, to really polish your social skills, to really polish your etiquette and how it is that you're presenting yourself. And that is going to be very beneficial for you at this time. Partner up, that's where you're going to get your money as well. Alrighty, and then your final message, your spiritual message for my beautiful Capricorns this month, and you have surrender obsessive thinking. Yes, disconnect from obsessively thinking about are they okay? Are they going to be fine? Oh my gosh, should I go help them? Like, don't get caught up in people's things. Everybody's going to figure out what they need to figure out, and you just need to focus on not being obsessively thinking about something, someone, a situation. Like, let it go. Give it to God, and God will do it for you. Okay? That flow. This is a month of flowing. So, my best advice for you, my beautiful Capricorn, I think you should really get the love candle that is blessed by Sri Radha Krishna during this time to protect your marriage, to call in love, to help you through these tribulations around love and relationships and commitments, and to help you purify all of this and really help you shine your inner heart. You can use this candle while meditating, chanting, doing yoga, or praying, and it could really help you in your catalyst of transformation. So that is for you, my beautiful Capricorn. Also, if you would like to understand more about your relationship, your love life, yourself, then definitely book a private consultation with me in the description here below. You will be able to book one with me today. Alrighty, that was for my beautiful Capricorns. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for November 2024. This is going to be a very powerful time for you. Your planet, your planet Saturn is still working on you. It is on your sign, maturing you and making you grow and making you go through a very strong growth spurt where you can't cut any corners and you have to really work hard and you really have to do the right thing, and it feels really heavy. But at the end of this transit, you're going to become so much more mature, so much more elevated, and so much more in a whole other level. Saturn here is really leveling you up. Now it feels uncomfortable. Now, the other thing that is happening is that Mars is going to be in this sign, debilitated in Cancer in your sixth house. So right now, Sagittarius, my beautiful Aquarius, Mars is trying to help you to get into your health, to get into your routines, and to organize your work life and your routine life. There could be some jobs that are coming to you, some opportunities for work and for ascending to a better position that could also be coming in at this time. This is a great situation for you, actually, because even though Mars is debilitated here, Mars does very good in the sixth house. And Mars will help you to beat all your diseases, beat all your debt, and beat all the enemies that you may have. So it's really putting you to work and to do the service, and you're liking it. You're liking it. You're liking getting shit accomplished. So that is really, really good for you. Keep moving forward. Your health is also very nice. Make sure that you are taking care of your health, being very disciplined with your health. This could be great. Now, the only way that you may have more issues with enemies is if you emotionally outburst. If you end up getting emotionally too caught up in it with anger, you might end up making more of a mistake, or you might feel like you don't feel like fighting, or you don't feel like fighting your enemies, and it might take away your fighting spirit. So make sure that you keep this fighting spirit strong. It's trying to help you to organize your life and to take charge of the things that need to be taken charge, and so that you can take the wheel of your life once again. Now, the blessings are really coming from the energy of Sagittarius at this time. And for you, Sagittarius is your 11th house of friendships and associations and gains. So I'm also seeing that you're going to be making some gains. There's going to be some money coming to you at this time, especially from women. And you're making some friends with women as well. Your friends, your associations, women are helping you make money. This is really where a lot of the benefits are coming to you, my beautiful Aquarius. Now, a lot of the focus in Scorpio season for you is career time. So yeah, you're like massively focused this month on your career, on your purpose in life, what you came here to do. You are the leader. And some of you guys are really thinking about your career, so much so that you're going to be having a Mercury retrograding here. So be patient. If you're launching a campaign, launching something, like take your time with it. You may be reevaluating a position. You may be reevaluating what you really want to do at work. If you're really confused about this, trying to figure out your situation at work and the indecisions or the unanswered things around your destiny and work, then I highly suggest that you get a private reading with me. In this private consultation, we can go deeper, and you can book one in the description here below. But yes, a lot of things around your career are going to be a massive, massive important thing. And you are the leader right now, my beautiful Aquarius. The time has come for you to step into this leadership role. So there's a lot of things. This is not the time to sleep in the laurels. And it is a time where you are going to have to really have a balance of work and home life, and balance between work and health. And a good, healthy lifestyle can really help you out at this time. So let's go a little bit deeper into these messages, my beautiful Aquarius. What else do we have for Aquarius for this upcoming month of November? Affirmations are going to be very helpful for you. Affirmations so that you stay strong. Affirmations so that you stay driven. Affirmations so that you stay moving forward and you don't miss these opportunities in career at this time. So use affirmations throughout the month. This could really help you at this time. And now let's see your love life. What do we have in love for my beautiful Aquarius for this upcoming month of November? And we have, it is safe for you to love. Some of you guys are not thinking so much about love this month. You're more thinking about work and the things you need to work. Some of you guys are even a little closed off on love at this time, where you're just like, I don't need love. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm busy. But life is telling you, don't close your heart off. Okay. Keep your heart open so that it can receive and give the highest form of vibration, which is love. Okay. Don't close your heart off. And now when it comes to your money, for my beautiful Aquariuses this upcoming month of November, you are clearing out the debts. Yes, that is what this Mars in the sixth house wants to do. It wants to clear out the debts, the diseases. It wants to pay off all the debts. It wants to leave you at zero. It doesn't want to leave you, owing anybody anything, and not just monetary debts, but also emotional debts, like just clearing out any things from the past that you think you need to still carry and that you owe to others. You're clearing out all of these things at this time. So, and also pay your things, pay your bills, pay your stuff, clear out the debts. Do that. If you don't do it, you're going to get some bad luck. So make sure that you're attending to these things at this time. And your last message, my beautiful Aquarius, when it comes to spirituality for November, you have surrendered the stubbornness. There could be some stubborn attitude right now that is not allowing for you to move forward. Don't get so caught up in your emotions at this time. Don't be so stubborn. Remember, stubbornness is a sign of weakness. To listen to other, allow yourself to be less rigid. If you feel yourself tensing up and being rigid, like breathe and allow for the energy to come down, and allow for others to express and say to you what it is that they want to say. Okay? That is your messages, my beautiful Aquarius, for this November. The best candle that I suggest for you for this month, it is the candle of removing obstacles, so that you can really shine and be able to really shine through with everything that you're doing in your career. The candle is blessed by Ganesh, and you can find that in my shop. Now we're going to be doing our beautiful, thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this upcoming November. Now let's see, what do we have for you? Well, first and foremost, your planet Jupiter is still retrograding in the energies of Taurus. And Taurus is your third house. We're having a massive transformation in your mindset. We're having a transformation in your communication. Life here is really trying to help you to get some social media starting, some startups starting, for you to put some effort into something that is worth of your brand, to be courageous enough to speak your truth and your message. So Jupiter here is still doing its thing. Now, Mars is going to be going into your sister sign of Cancer, and Cancer is your fifth house. And this is an important time, my beautiful Pisces, because here Mars is going to be going debilitated and we're going to feel very emotional. To be honest, my beautiful Pisces, you may be feeling a lot of feels at this time, a lot of uncomfortable feelings, maybe frustrations around romance, anger around romantic partners, frustrations around relationships or children, or frustrations around having children, or even your creative pursuits where you may be feeling some frustration. So I do suggest that the best remedy for you is that allow yourself to get creative. And you don't have to be a master artist. I mean, just even have a journal to write down all these frustrations and let them go can be so fantastic for you with the Jupiter and the Mars in the fifth house. It's really trying to unblock your creativity at this time, my beautiful Pisces. If there's been something that is not allowing you to really express yourself, or maybe you are very creative, but you don't showcase it, you don't put it out in the world, you don't make a message out of it. And so all of these things are really connecting for you. Also, perceptions around romances, perceptions around love and what love is. Um, and if there's been any blockages between you and your partner when it comes to romance, or you getting a good partner, Mars here is really going to reevaluate all these things. And what's going to help you to transmute this energy and to go to the healing is that you do this spiritual work or this creative work. That is going to help you to transmute all these energies, or just even having a journal is going to help you a lot. Some of you guys are also thinking a lot about having children, how you can have children, you want to have children, thinking about this, or maybe there's frustrations around children's, or there's frustrations around getting pregnant. So these are things that are going to get purified, that are going to be transformed and transmuted. That is for the Mars that is going to be here for all the month. Now, the good news is that Venus is going to be in your sign of Sagittarius. So I do see advancements in career. I do see that this is a time to shine at the career sector. This is a time to shine in your profession. This is a time to shine in your workplace, in your purpose in life. So definitely go for it. You are shining, especially if you do something creative that also deals with social media, showcasing yourself, like all these things. Even if it's speculative business, working with technology, putting efforts on a startup, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. And if you would like to understand more about how to really have the most success that you can possibly have, then I do suggest that you book a consultation with me. In the description here below, we can book one. And there we can go deep into understanding how it is that you can become the super, super successful. So Venus here is really giving you a boost in your career and a boost in your profession. That is very nice for the whole month. So you're still busy. Don't shy away. Keep working. Now, Scorpio for you is your ninth house of belief systems. So I do see that maybe some Pisces could also be going through some sort of dharmic alignment. You guys could be doing a lot of spiritual rituals. You guys could be getting in touch with faith, with guru. You guys could be getting in touch with some sort of travels that are spiritual, or just even reading Shastra, or getting under a mentor, or learning from some coach. This could really be an advancement to expanding yourself to the next level, and so that you know where to put your efforts and how to put them without having any blockages here. But everything's getting turned on for your creativity, for your business, for your love and romance. Everything is getting turned on here for you, my beautiful Pisces. Really beautiful. So now let's see some other messages that I have here for Pisces when it comes to November. The general message is your desires within reach. Have faith. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, especially with career. I mean, this could be a month that you really see some amazing advancements. Do not give up on yourself. Keep the faith strong. You're super, super close to your dreams. Okay. Now, when it comes to love, we do have a lot of romantic energy here going on for you, Pisces. So let's see what we have for Pisces when it comes to love. This November, separation. Okay. So yes, you could be feeling how you are separated from your beloved, or maybe there's a lot of space between the both of you, or maybe you are currently single, or maybe you are in a partnership but you feel so far away from them. A good thing if you are in a partnership, something that could be good for you is that you guys do take some time apart from each other. And this could really bring more sweetness to the relationship, can bring more juiciness to the relationship. Others of you do feel separated from your partner at this time, and life is trying to help you to reunite. That's what this Mars is here to reignite that passion, that romance in your life. And now, what do we have when it comes to money? When it comes to money for my beautiful Pisces for November, we have the power of prayer. Absolutely. Scorpio season, the house of God, the house of prayer. All your fortune, all your ability to transform your life is going to come from this power of prayer. Do your rituals, do your prayer, do your chanting. This is going to be supercharged, and you're going to see that God is going to literally help you through all your tribulations and through all the confusions that you may be going through. That is where you're going to also get your abundance and your prosperity. So pray, pray, pray. A lot of prayer this month. And last but not least, the final message of spirituality for my beautiful Pisces for November, we have surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body. Feel into yourself. Feel, okay, when I eat this, does it feel good for me? Listen to your body. If it doesn't, let it go. If you are hanging out with certain people and you feel drained afterwards, listen to your body. That's not the people to hang out with. If you are in certain environments that are draining you, listen to your body. That is how you're going to get the understanding, okay? Listening to your body, to your intuition. That is the best way to guide yourself, okay? But it's looking really nice, my beautiful Pisces. I do suggest that for you, you can really benefit from the remover of obstacles candle, blessed by Ganesh, in my shop. That could really bring a lot of fortune for you, help you to release any blockages, mental blockages, or emotional or traumas, to help you remove all these obstacles and let the success really come through. So you can check that out in my shop. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal consultation by me, you can book one in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for your likes, for your comments, and of course, for sharing this video with your loved ones. Truly appreciate all of you guys, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful Thanksgiving and a beautiful holidays, and thank you so much for all the support that you guys give here in Astral Motivation. Love you guys eternally. Thank you so much, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful November 2024. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.